KENS 5 Eyewitness News is local coverage you can count on. Eyewitness News at 10 starts now.
A man believed to be the mastermind behind major theft rings in our area is back on the streets tonight.
Authorities say they caught him, but they can't keep him behind bars, and they blame the law. Stacia Wilson is live with more in a story you only see here on KENS 5. Stacia, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff, Sarah. That's right. We have been following this investigation for months now, and authorities say when it comes to catching this guy, there's not a problem. But keeping him incarcerated is a whole different story.
40-year-old Julian Ontiveros is considered a career criminal.
This particular individual has been a focus of a 3-month investigation.
An investigation that started back in February at this West Bexar County apartment complex. Our cameras were rolling as the BCSO burglary unit recovered 2 stolen vehicles, both which are believed to be linked to this man.
The goal is, rather than getting the one burglar who does one burglary, to get the network of burglars who are doing 100 a week.
And detectives say that definitely seemed to be the case here. Ontiveros was arrested a month later after deputies busted up a burglary ring that targeted the builders of KB Homes. Investigators believe it was all headed up by the accused organized crime leader.
That he and a crew that works with him have been involved in burglaries of model homes, homes that are up for sale.
But 6 felony charges couldn't even keep Ontiveros behind bars for long. He was released on a $50,000 bond on March 25th. Then on Sunday, he was caught in Live Oak for stealing a vehicle. He was booked into jail, his bond set at $15 grand. One day later, Julian Ontiveros was back out on the streets of South Texas.
It's a non-stop situation with these individuals.
Now, at this time, we know that detectives here at the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, they're currently working with the assistant DAs in hopes of raising some of this suspect's bonds. If that were to happen, he could be rearrested for his current charges. Of course, we'll let you know what happens. Reporting live from downtown, Stacia Wilson, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Stacia. Well, Skycam 5 is live over downtown. There's some light rain falling out there tonight.
And Bill Taylor says we aren't quite done with the heavier rain just yet. Bill, you're calling this halftime?
Yeah, about halfway there, exactly. I mean, the second half is going to be wet again Thursday, especially Thursday night. We'll talk more about that later in the half hour, but watch for some wet roads early tomorrow. Radar pretty clear, 66 degrees, but the airport's reporting the light rain right now. So, again, some pockets of some very light drizzle in the area, down 35 over Pearsall, and then west of Valverde County. River flood warning continues on the Rio Grande out there. But this is the situation. We still have a sizable system out there that's going to bring in more rainfall. I think we're going to be talking about a flood event. We've already seen some pretty good pockets of rain, upwards of 2 to 3 inches, 4.5 inches in Floresville, guys. So coming up, the new forecast and just how much more wet we can expect, Sarah.
All right, thanks, Bill. Well, despite the recent rains, the city of Windcrest has put Stage 2 water restrictions into effect. Under Stage 2, residents are only allowed to water once a week during certain hours, and restaurants are only allowed to serve water upon request.
OSHA has fined a local company $46,000 in connection with a fatal accident. A worker at Certifit Incorporated in San Antonio was preparing a loading dock for a delivery when the delivery truck backed over him. OSHA investigators say the auto body parts supplier has serious violations that compromised worker safety, including failure to make sure someone was available to give first aid.
We are going from the Flintstones to the Jetsons in how we deliver service to the citizens of San Antonio.
That's a good way to put it. A big day for local emergency responders. They unveiled the city's new fire and emergency dispatch center at Brook City Base. A 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility is designed to withstand natural disasters. Emergency officials say it will improve response times and increase coordination between police and the fire department.
New details tonight about controversial traffic stops in East Texas. Authorities in Tenaha are under investigation, accused of shaking down drivers for their cash and sometimes using the travelers' children as pawns. Records show that they separated a small child from a couple and threatened to do the same to another during stops on U.S. Highway 59. Investigators say those authorities accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars through highway traffic stops. New details tonight also in that dramatic city bus accident in Austin. Capital Metro has released the bus cam video, and you see that it shows the driver did not run the red light. Last week, Nick Engman stepped in front of the bus and got struck. Amazingly, he suffered only minor injuries. You see the light there is yellow. The bus driver did not run the red light. Capital Metro, though, says he will still face disciplinary action for coasting through the yellow light.
So hard to watch that video, huh? Well, new developments in the case of a Mississippi man suspected of murder and kidnapping. Police have released video of the suspect that was taken a few days after the victims disappeared. Teresa Garcia has the latest tonight.
Investigators have released new video of 35-year-old Adam Mays captured by a security camera paying for a drink at a convenience store in Guntown, Mississippi on April 30th. That's 3 days after police say Mays kidnapped a Tennessee mother and her 3 daughters. Investigators say the suspect's wife and mother also played a role in the kidnapping. May's wife was charged with kidnapping Tuesday. She told police she drove Joanne Bain and her 3 daughters from their home in Tennessee to Mississippi. The suspect's mother is charged with conspiracy to commit kidnapping. The bodies of Joanne and her oldest daughter, 14-year-old Adrian, were found last week in a shallow grave behind the suspect's home in Union County, Mississippi. Now there's a massive around-the-clock search of the woods and back roads around that home. The FBI is optimistic that the 2 younger sisters, 12-year-old Alexandria and 8-year-old Kylia, are alive and with the fugitive. Mays was a family friend who stayed over at the Baines' home on April 27th to help the family pack and move to Arizona. Gary Baines said he woke up to find his wife, daughters, and Mays gone. Investigators believe Mays has altered his appearance and may have dyed the girls' hair to hide their identities. Teresa Garcia, CBS News.
New details in that foiled plot to bomb a U.S.-bound airliner. U.S. and Yemeni officials say the would-be bomber was actually an informant working for the CIA. The revelation shows how the agency was able to get its hands on a sophisticated underwear bomb well before an attack was set in motion. Officials say the informant is safely out of Yemen.
A fee to use your debit card. It's a reality at some local businesses. What you need to be on the lookout for.
I'll be in my bikini.
Too sexy. A hot dog vendor accused of adding a little too much relish to boost sales.
And high-tech weight loss. Wonder the hottest way to drop the pounds and stay fit.
I'm Sarah Forgany. Check in with us tomorrow morning for breaking news, weather, and traffic. Plus, it's your chance to win $100 every 15 minutes in the KENS 5 Great Gas giveaway. We'll see you tomorrow on KENS 5 beginning at 4:30.
KENS 5 Eyewitness News closed captioning is brought to you by Worldwide Pest Control. Locally owned and operated since 1985. We know what bugs you.
Elizabeth Ames Jones moved back into your district only to run for state senator. She has baggage, all right. And so does her lobbyist husband. So who's pulling her strings? Well, she was recruited to run by a big business special interest group from Houston. Do you really want a puppet for state senator? Stick with Jeff Wentworth. He's a neighbor who gets results with no strings attached.
When you have a wreck, you have a collision decision to make. You choose who repairs your car. It's your decision. Hi, I'm Kathy Bonner, CEO of Service King Collision Repair Centers. Most insurance agents in San Antonio recommend Service King because our work has a lifetime guarantee and because we will treat you with professionalism and respect. Choose Service King, where service is in our name and always king.
Service King Collision Repair.
New York's so-called hot dog hooker doesn't seem to be daunted by her recent legal troubles. Okay, that's Kathy Scalia. She left jail today celebrating and made no secret of her plans to keep spicing up her hot dog business with sex appeal. Police arrested the 45-year-old mother of 4 for prostitution. Scalia says it was more like indecent exposure.
I'm a mother of 4 kids. And yes, I show my cleavage. I think it's sexy. If Pamela Anderson can do it, so can I.
Scalia only got 7 days in jail for the misdemeanor. The short sentence is contingent on her getting a psychiatric evaluation. But the court put no restrictions on what she can wear while selling hot dogs. She says she plans to wear a bikini.
Well, from bikinis to capes, a self-professed superhero is walking the streets. Her mission to stop crime and spread the word about a medical issue. Take a look at Asthma Warrior. She walks the streets of Saginaw, Michigan. And yes, the 31-year-old has asthma, but she says that doesn't stop her from protecting her community.
Need more people out there trying to help their fellow man.
Well, the number of these Cape Crusaders out there actually may surprise you. But outside of their uniforms, they may be hard to spot. Like a make-believe superhero, the Asthma Warrior says she will never reveal her identity.
Pollen numbers, we've got mold down. It's still heavy, though, 2,470. Aquifer up about a foot, 650 feet, 0.3. That's the irony of today. Stage 2 water restrictions, and we had a